All right, I just picked up this 85 Astro. It's the shorty. It's a 4-cylinder, 4-speed manual. They're pretty rare. I don't see them for sale at all, really. It's pretty dirty right now, but there's the 4-speed. It's a cargo van. It doesn't have the quarter panel windows. It's this nice light blue color. Somebody painted the outside white. I'm hoping that I can pressure wash that off maybe and try to save the original paint. I'm just about to pull the drive shaft out and put some wheels on the back with better tires to bring it home. About an hour. Luckily it was just down the street from my buddy's shop, so I was able to pull it in neutral over here and work on it a little bit. I'm about to bring it to the car wash and try to clean all this moss and tree stuff off of it. It's pretty clean. This rocker's dented in and has a couple holes in it, but otherwise there's not really much rust to speak of, which is cool. I've always wanted one of the shorties, especially with the manual. 4-cylinder's not very common either. Most of them have the V6. I'm pretty sure they only did this for a few years. This is the first year of the Astro, which is kind of cool. Ugh. All right, I got the Astro all cleaned up. I pulled the drive shaft out and I put some wheels with better tires on the back for the ride home. I cleaned up really good actually, and in some spots the blue is starting to come through. I think with like a real pressure washer I could maybe get this white paint off. We'll see. I'll probably leave it like this for a while, but I sprayed out the inside too. It's full of stuff right now, but it was kind of dirty in here too. It's nice that it's a cargo van, so I can just spray everything out, basically. I sprayed everything except the dash. It's about an hour drive home, so we'll get it home and parked in the backyard. It's been sitting for like 15 years. I got it to fire up on starting fluid. I didn't try letting it run since the fuel is super old and there's a mouse nest in the air filter. But I'm gonna start dropping the tank and seeing what that's like and get all the old fuel out of there. I'll clean out the air filter. I'll probably try to see if it'll run. What the fuck? That clamshell is rusted through. Oh. Ow. Oh my God. There's no hose between the pump and the feed. Alright, I'm gonna switch gears to I'm gonna start cleaning out the air intake because there's actually this is just full of mouse nest. Alright, just had a couple vacuum connections and one electrical connector on the other side. Jesus Christ. It's a little nasty. So yeah, everything's looking pretty all right. I've pretty much just been poking around looking for any chewed up wiring or anything, because there's clearly been mice in this vehicle before. I really haven't seen anything. There's a bunch of mouse turds all over the top of the engine, but all the vacuum hoses and wires and stuff look to be fine. So that's really cool. I mean, the stuff's disintegrating around it, but the wires themselves look good. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it should run. You know, while I'm at it, I think I'm gonna pull the tank on my girlfriend's Dodge here. This thing is fucking sweet. We picked it up last summer. It runs and drives, but the tank is super nasty and constantly clogs the fuel filters up. So I'm gonna drop the tank and I'm gonna clean it out at the same time as the other one. Yeah, this thing is super rad. I'll probably do some videos on this thing too. The interior's all built out. This thing is so cool. Okay, well, apparently it stopped recording right when I started working on it, but it was pretty simple. 3 strap bolts and a couple hoses to disconnect, and it came right out, no problem. All right, yeah. Okay, yeah, the tank itself is obviously fine because it's plastic, but there's just a bunch of rust in there from the nasty old the old sending unit, which I replaced last year. Filter actually looks okay. But yeah, somehow just I've got 3 inline fuel filters on this right now, just because I didn't want anything getting in the engine, but yeah, they were just filling up with orange stuff that looked like that. This should be pretty easy to clean out, just need to rinse it out. Alright, I got the new tank, new fuel pump parts, sending unit that was super rusty, that's been sitting in evapor rust. It looks a lot better. I'm gonna clean the tubes out with some tube brushes and put it all together. I'm gonna try hooking this up to the wiring harness onto the van and jump it before I put everything together to see if it even gets power and works. So I've been poking around with the sending unit and the wiring harness from the van. The van is being jumped right now, and I'm getting 9 volts to this pink wire, which I think goes to the fuel level. I think that this wire goes to the pump and it's not getting any voltage. And I tried putting the pink one to the pump, but I still don't get voltage at the pump. I think this ground is not good enough. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna have to do some digging online. I don't think I'm gonna get this running tonight. Alright, so this here is the fuel pump relay for the 85 Astro. I just pulled the plug off and I used my multimeter. This is the power coming into it, and this middle pin goes to the fuel pump. I just used this little jumper wire, shoved it in there, and now I get full 12 volts to the fuel pump wire. So I've got this jumped right here. I've got the power cable hooked up, just twisted together for now. So if I touch these grounds together, yep, I don't know if you can hear that, but the pump is running. So now I just need to put some butt connectors on these, get this wired up for real, get a fuel pump relay, and I think this thing should run. Alright, I got the new tank and fuel pump installed in the van. I didn't really record that because it's not that interesting, and it was just a lot of me struggling to get everything in place. I got the drive shaft put back in also. Should be good. Should be ready to go. Okay, so turn the key on. We got power. I'm gonna plug this in. I can hear it pumping. There's a button to start it. Okay, well, it started on fire for a second. That was exciting. Ooh, that was something. All right, turn it on. Yo! Pedal's a little sticky, but it runs really good. It runs really smoothly. Alright, I got it running. The pedal sticks. Once I pulled it out, it idles pretty good. First time since probably 2011. That's when it was last registered. Brakes kind of work, clutch works. Throttle's really sticky, so I have to pull it back. But the throttle lubed up so it's not all sticky. I cleaned up the interior decently. I didn't do too much. I got the interior cleaned up decently. The dash had a bunch of like mildew and stuff on it, so I cleaned all that off. I cleaned basically everything up here. It's a lot better. It doesn't smell anymore. I got this cleaned up and installed. This is like melted or chewed away right there, but everything works. Heat works. Radio turns on. I don't get any audio out of the speakers, but it drives really nice. Speedometer doesn't work, gas gauge and oil pressure don't work, but the temp gauge and the battery gauge both work. The brakes even work half decent for sitting for 15 years. So yeah, it didn't take a whole lot to get this thing back on the road. It really just did a new tank and new fuel pump. The fuel pump relay, there's something up with that. I have to unplug it anytime I kill the van because the fuel pump keeps running even with the key totally out of the van. So I'm gonna fix that, but otherwise I'm just gonna drive it, and once I get some tires I'll probably kind of daily it. I'm gonna lower it at some point too, so I'll make some videos when I start doing that. Otherwise it'll probably be a little bit for this or the Safari, because I just need to get some more money together to get the parts I need to get both of them done. But thanks for watching.